Stop. Put it down. My child, stop everything right now. Stop typing. Stop rehearsing the speech in your head. Stop crafting the perfect paragraph you hope will finally make them see you. Do not send that long message. Do not phone them back to defend yourself again. This moment is not random. You did not arrive here by accident. I had already marked this exact moment in time to interrupt you before you traded your peace for the illusion of being understood again. Breathe slowly. Unclench your jaw. Let your shoulders drop. I am here. Stay with me. Your silence is not weakness. Your silence is covering. Your silence is a shield I am placing over your mind and over your heart right now. You have thought your words would save you. You have believed that if you could explain it precisely enough, patiently enough, kindly enough, it would unlock honor. Hear me clearly. Clarity cannot cure contempt. Explanation cannot manufacture respect in a heart that refuses it. Your voice is precious. I am protecting it. I see the urge that rises like a wave in your chest, the tightening in your ribs, the heat in your face, the tremor in your hands as you open your notes to draft a defense. I see how you rehearse every angle, anticipating every accusation, trying to leave no gap for misunderstanding. You call it being thorough, you call it being fair, but the driver beneath it is fear, and the cost has been your peace. This warning is arriving on purpose to stop that transaction. You are standing at a door you have walked through too many times, the door named "Just Let Me Explain." On the other side is a room that always empties you. You walk in with your dignity, and you walk out drained, wondering why being so clear still made you feel invisible. Hear me. Put your hand down. Do not open that door. Your silence today is not avoidance. It is alignment with my protection. I am not asking you to disappear. I am commanding you to conserve what is holy in you. Breathe again, slower. Release the urge to prove. Let your hands rest. I am placing a boundary around your mouth and your energy, even now. Where your nervous system has been braced for debate, I am settling it. Where your heart has raced to keep up with others' narratives about you, I am steadying it. This is a time-sensitive warning, and it carries my authority. Do not spend one more sentence trying to buy honor with explanations. Not today, not in this moment. Your silence is part of your protection, and I am covering you. Stay with me. Stay with me. My child, I see the exact second the switch flips inside you. I see the cursor blinking at 1:12 a.m. while you write the long message and delete it and write it again. I see the 3 voice notes recorded in your car that you never send, each one softer than the last because you are afraid of sounding too much. I see the text you rewrite 5 times to get the tone right, the email you save as a draft and revisit between meetings, the paragraph you read out loud to hear if you sound reasonable. I see the folder on your phone where you keep screenshots just in case, the list of points you order and reorder like if you could stack them perfectly, you could force respect to appear. I see the you that exists when the door closes and the lights are off, and the explanation sits heavy in your throat like a stone. I see what this costs your body. I see your chest tighten, the breath catch high and shallow. I see the nausea swirl low in your gut and the dull headache wrap around your temples like a band. I see your jaw clench till it aches, your shoulders riding up to your ears, your scalp prickling, your hands trembling over the screen. I see your mind race, tabs multiplying, arguments blooming faster than you can type, adrenaline spiking and then crashing so hard that your limbs feel heavy. I see the flush of shame right after you hit send, the sudden drop in your stomach, the question that hits like a slap. Why did I do that again? I heard your heart pound at 3 a.m. I watched you stare at the ceiling, replaying every sentence, convinced you said it wrong or too much or not enough. I see what triggers it. One cold tone on the phone and you start building a case for your own worth. One delayed reply and you decide you must fill the silence before it swallows you. One raised eyebrow, one clipped okay, one message with a period instead of a smile. Yes, I saw how that single dot sent you spiraling. The typing bubbles appear and disappear and your stomach drops. Someone ignores your point in a meeting and you open your notes app under the table and start collecting evidence that you deserve to be heard. My beloved child, you even know better. You told yourself just this morning, no more long explanations, and by afternoon, the cycle had you drafting again. I see the belief sitting beneath it like a quiet engine. If I explain enough, they will finally be fair to me. If I am thorough enough, patient enough, kind enough, they will stop misreading me. If I empty myself into perfect clarity, I will be safe. Hear me. While you try to purchase fairness with words, you pay with your peace. It is costing you sleep, focus, appetite, creativity. Meals go cold beside you. Joy drains from rooms you are physically in but cannot occupy because you are somewhere else defending yourself in your head. You call it being responsible. You call it doing your part to keep things clear. I call it bleeding access. Every extra paragraph is an open vein. Every clarification hands over another key. They collect your words like passwords, and your explanations become a map of your soft places. My child, I am naming this not to condemn you, but to free you. I see how hard you work to be understood, and I see how much it is costing you. Stay with me as I close the places you have been leaking. We are moving from compulsion to command, from proving to protecting. Your words are precious. I will teach you where they belong. Hear me clearly now, my child. The reason your proof never lands is not because you lack clarity. It is because they lack honor. This is not a communication problem. This is a posture problem. They are not confused. They are decided. They have already chosen a lens that turns anything you say into confirmation of what they prefer to believe. You cannot explain your way into honor with someone who has already decided against you. My word to you right now is to stop treating a closed heart like it is an open question. I see the moments you try harder, softer, shorter, longer, rephrasing, footnoting, editing the edges to seem more palatable. I see you pull from your history, your receipts, your kindness, piling evidence as if more detail will tip the scales. But listen, some people do not collect your explanations for understanding. They collect them for leverage. Every extra detail becomes a handle. Each clarification becomes a hook they can tug later. You think you are removing misunderstandings. They are learning your rhythms, your thresholds, your tells. They bank your words, and when it serves them, they spend them against you. When someone is committed to misunderstanding you, your clarity becomes their ammunition, not because your words are wrong, but because their will is set. They will take your nuance and flatten it. They will take your apology and twist it into an admission that you were the problem all along. They will take your context and call it excuse. You speak to bridge the gap. They listen to build a case. You approach with goodwill. They approach with a verdict in hand. Do you hear me? This is not a mirror of your worth. It is a mirror of their stance. You call it building peace. I call it handing over pieces of you. Every time you over-explain to someone who refuses to honor you, you place another small piece of yourself in their pocket, and they walk away heavier while you walk away hollow. You think, if I am clearer, they will be kinder. But honor does not grow from explanations. Honor grows from integrity inside the other person. If integrity is missing, your words become scaffolding for their control. Pay attention to the pattern. The longer you talk, the more they interrupt. The more you concede, the more they demand. The clearer you become, the murkier the outcome feels in your body. Tight chest, spinning thoughts. That post-conversation ache that tells you gave too much. That is your discernment trying to speak through the fog of approval addiction. I am clearing it now. The signal is returning. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. So here is the pivot. Stop auditioning for a role in a story they have already cast without you. Withdraw your proof from courts that never intended to be fair. You are not on trial. Your peace is not evidence to be surrendered. Where they posture for power, you posture for protection. Where they angle for more access, you install more silence. Do not confuse your courage with their consent. My child, I am not asking you to be rude. I am instructing you to be governed. Govern your words like treasure. Govern your access like a gate. They are not confused. They are committed, not misinformed, misaligned, not seeking truth, seeking control. And because that is their decision, here is mine. Your voice is no longer available to be used against you. I am drawing a line around your mouth and your energy. Let your silence answer where their posture is already set. I will honor your boundary with my covering. Stay with me. We are about to close the doors that kept you bleeding. Stay with me here, my child. I am going to name something so you can stop wrestling shadows. Not everyone is evil, but not everyone is safe. Not every listener is a safe place for your words. Some people will speak soft, nod slow, say, I just want to understand, while setting a quiet trap at your feet. Hear me. Some people do not want understanding. They want access they can control. That is the hidden motive. Access without accountability. Entry into your story without the honor to carry it. A front row seat to your motives, your plans, your fears, without the responsibility to protect what they learn. Here is how it works. They ask for details they do not need. They push for context that is not theirs to hold. They angle for your timelines, your reasons, your next moves, and then treat what you share like currency they can spend however it benefits them. They want keys to every room in you while keeping their own doors locked. They prefer you transparent and them untouchable. Accountability is mutual. What they want is asymmetry, your openness, their power. Pay attention to the signs. They move the goalposts. When you meet one request, they raise another. When you answer one question, 3 more appear, sharper, closer, coated in concern but carrying an edge. They demand more details, and when you give them, they twist your words and quote you out of context, replaying one sentence as proof against the whole of your heart. They bring up old mistakes at just the right time, not to reconcile, but to re-establish leverage. They summarize your story in a way that makes you feel smaller when you hear it. They call contradictions clarifications and make you feel responsible for their confusion. Do you see it? Confusion is not the engine here. Control is. And notice the bait. Just talk to me. Let's clear the air. Be transparent. If you'd just explain it better, we'd be fine. It sounds like an invitation to peace, but it functions like an interrogation dressed as concern. They are not asking to sit with your heart. They are asking to sit in your head. They want to walk your hallways and map your exits, then decide when you are allowed to leave your own room. My child, you are not being called to defend. You are being called to discern. So here is my instruction. When the goalposts move, stop running. When the questions multiply, reduce your words. When they quote you out of context, withdraw the context they misuse. When they reach for old failures to reset the power, let silence be the wall they cannot climb. You do not owe unlimited access to anyone who refuses equal accountability. Your yes is holy. Your no is wisdom. Govern both. I am training your discernment right now. I am calibrating your inner signal so you can feel the difference between genuine pursuit of understanding and the appetite for access. You will sense it, the tightness in your chest, when the conversation turns into extraction, the fog that rolls in when concern becomes control. Do not argue with the signal, honor it. This is how we close the doors. This is how you keep your peace. Hear me, my child. There is a whisper that traps you at the edge of every boundary I ask you to set. It leans close right when your courage rises and hisses. If you don't explain, you'll lose them. It tells you you'll look guilty if you go quiet. It tells you you'll look selfish if you don't give one more paragraph. It tells you you'll look unloving if you don't offer more context. It tells you you'll look arrogant if you don't open your heart on command. It tells you you must prove you are kind enough, patient enough, reasonable enough, or be punished with distance and reputation. That whisper is a lie, and I am exposing it right now. Silence is not manipulation when it is boundary. Restraint is not cruelty when it is wisdom. Distance is not punishment when it is protection. Refusing to explain yourself to a posture that refuses honor is not hardness, it is stewardship. You are not guilty for guarding the doors of your own peace. You are not unloving for requiring mutual accountability. You are not arrogant for declining to audition for people who have already chosen their verdict. My child, your refusal to be mined for details is not deceit, it is maturity. Let me show you the wound that made that whisper sound like truth. I saw you in the rooms where raised voices trained your nervous system to keep everyone calm. I saw you learn to read faces like weather, scanning eyebrows, tones, the length of a pause, to adjust yourself fast enough to stop the storm. I saw you apologize first to prevent escalation, over-explain to preempt blame, perform clarity to buy a thin, temporary peace. I saw you become an expert in making your own needs small so that chaos would not explode. You were taught that safety is earned by perfect words. You were taught that peace is purchased with self-erasure. That was survival then. It is bondage now. Hear this reset. The need to be believed by everyone is not humility. It is captivity to approval. Humility is teachability, not availability to be trampled. Peacemaking is honest boundary and truthful presence, not endless access to your explanations. You do not owe your insides to those who refuse to carry them with care. You do not owe your motives to courts that will file them under evidence against you. So today, I am retraining you, obedience over approval, alignment over appeasement, wisdom over worry. When the whisper rises, explain or you'll lose them. Answer it with my truth. If a connection cannot survive my boundary, it was sustained by my overgiving, not by honor. If someone requires your self-betrayal to call it love, you are not losing love by going quiet. You are losing leverage that masqueraded as love. That is deliverance. Pay attention to your body as you choose obedience. Notice the breath drop lower in your lungs, the jaw unclench, the hands steady. This is not you turning cold. This is your system coming home. I am covering your reputation where obedience is your priority. I am holding what is meant for you while I remove what feeds on you. Do not negotiate with the whisper. Do not draft the long message. Sit in the boundary like a house built on rock. You are not safe because you are understood by everyone. You are safe because you are governed by me. My word to you will not return void. Stay with me. We are breaking this addiction at the root. Stay with me, my child. Hear me clearly now. You call it keeping the peace. I call it abandoning yourself. You call it being the bigger person. I call it leaving yourself outside your own house while you invite others in to rearrange the furniture. You call it maturity. I call it a costume stitched from fear, worn so long you forgot where your skin begins. Here is the cycle you have been trapped in. You explain, they dismiss. You explain louder, they minimize. You provide more detail, they move the goalposts. You try to sound calmer, smarter, softer. They say you are defensive. You draft a cleaner version. They call it contradiction. With every round, you feel smaller. With every clarification, your confidence thins. You try again, not because you believe it will work, but because you are afraid of what happens if you stop trying. That is not peacekeeping. That is self-erasure on repeat. I see what it has done to your identity. You start narrating your motives before anyone asks, just to preempt suspicion. You edit your personality, muting your laugh, sanding off your edges, shrinking your joy so you can be easier to understand. You apologize for your needs as if they are misbehavior. You ask for less than you require, then overfunction to make up the distance. You rehearse sentences that make you sound smaller than you are. You translate yourself into a language that does not even fit your own mouth. My beloved child, that is not humility. That is abandonment of the self I entrusted to you to steward. Hear my verdict over you. You are not on trial. You are not guilty. You are not required to be constantly interpretable to be worthy of honor. You are not obligated to hand over your inner life like a public record. You are allowed to be clear and still be misunderstood. You are allowed to be quiet and still be kind. You are allowed to leave a question unanswered when the question is a net, not an invitation. This is the identity shift. You do not keep peace by losing yourself. You keep peace by refusing to leave yourself. Alignment over appeasement, obedience over optics, truth over endless access. Your boundary is not a barricade against love. It is the boundary that allows love to live without devouring you. Silence is not the end of love. It is the beginning of order. It is the wall that keeps wolves out and nourishes what is tender within. It is the stop sign that tells chaos, you may not pass. So here is what I am establishing in you right now. When the urge to narrate rises, let silence keep you. When the baited question dangles, let silence unhook you. When the old fear growls, explain or be abandoned, let silence say, I will not abandon myself to keep you. I am not asking you to disappear. I am asking you to remain in your body, in your truth, in the dignity I gave you. My word over you will not return void. Your boundary will not ruin what is rooted in honor. It will reveal it. And what cannot survive your silence was never peace. It was pressure. I am ending that cycle now. Stay with me. Stay with me, my child. Hear me clearly now. I am setting a new rule over your mouth and your energy. Simple, final. Explain once for clarity. Do not explain twice for acceptance. One clear sentence to state the truth and the decision. After that, silence. Not the silence of fear, the silence of governance, the silence that functions as a shield when your words are being used to invade you. This is what silence looks like in practice. No rapid follow-ups to manage their feelings. No long paragraphs to soften your boundary. No defending your tone when your content was already clean. No revisiting a closed decision because their discomfort grew louder. No, just to clarify, addendums after you have already been clear. No late-night paragraphs written with a shaking hand. No one more thing messages that hand your peace back to the problem. If your first message said what needed to be said, let it stand like a door that is shut and latched. I am teaching you the pause. The urge to rush in will feel like an emergency. It is not. It is withdrawal from approval. When the itch to fix it grabs your fingers, pause. Put the phone down. Step away from the send button. Breathe slowly. 5 counts in, 5 counts out. Let your shoulders drop. Drink water. Take a short walk. Wait at least one sleep cycle before you even consider adding more words. Let their misunderstanding sit without your rescue. Let it make noise without appointing you the responder-in-chief. Pressure will swell like a wave in your chest. Ride it, do not obey it. Waves crest and fall. Your peace is returning even as you refuse to perform. Replace oversharing with simple, guarded statements. Say, "I've said what I need to say." Say, "That's not available for discussion." Say, "I'm not explaining that." Say, "I hear you. I'm not changing my decision." Say, "We can proceed with what I already shared." Say, "No." Those are complete sentences. Those are doors with working locks. Those are anchors in wind. Keep them close. Use them without apology. You are not rude. You are ruled. Expect the pull to narrate. Expect the throb in your temples, the flutter in your stomach, the compulsion to open your notes and fix it with eloquence. Recognize it as detox, the old craving for acceptance leaving your system. It will try to rename itself responsibility or honesty. It will try to sell you the lie that you must be endlessly available to be good. Breathe. Put your hand on your sternum. Feel how your heart slows when you do not chase their approval through another sentence. Notice how your jaw loosens when you do not defend your tone. Your body will tell you when the shield is working. Hear this boundary again. Explain once for clarity. Do not explain twice for acceptance. Where there is honor, your few words will be enough. Where there is refusal to honor, your many words will never be enough. So let your silence speak value over you. Let it conserve what is holy in you. Let it be the wall that control cannot scale. I am with you in the quiet. I am covering what you withhold. Govern your mouth. Govern your access. Your silence is a shield, and I am strengthening your arm to hold it steady. Stay with me, my child. We are moving from theory to practice, from knowing to closing. 3 doors. Today, not tomorrow. Peace returns when you stop reopening doors that were meant to stay closed. I am handing you the handles right now. Take them, turn them, hear the latch catch, feel the room go quiet. This is how your peace comes home. Door 1. Close the courtroom. No more presenting evidence for your character to people committed to suspicion. You are not on trial. Your life is not an exhibit. Stop packing your heart into slides for judges who already wrote the verdict in pencil and only pick up the eraser when it advantages them. Hear me clearly. When suspicion is a decision, more data is not deliverance. Your redirect is simple and final. Say, "My decision is made, and I won't be discussing it further." Say, "My character stands without more explanation." Then disengage. Do not send attachments. Do not forward the thread. Do not circle back with one more detail. Exit the courthouse. Close the tab. Turn off notifications. Put your phone face down. Walk away. Your absence from that bench is not avoidance. It is obedience. Door 2. Close the confessional. Do not confess private details to people who handle your vulnerability roughly. If they pet your wound with one hand and text with the other, they are not a priest. They are a reporter. If concern is the costume and extraction is the habit, your softness is not safe there. Your redirect is clean. Say, "That part of my life is not available for discussion." Say, "I'm choosing privacy here." Then enforce. Change the subject, shorten the call. Remove the recurring coffee that always ends with you feeling exposed. Shift your journal off the shared cloud. Tighten the circle to those who prove, by action and time, that they carry your insides like something breakable. You are not unkind for keeping sacred things sacred. You are wise. Door 3. Close the endless meeting. Stop rehashing the same issue with someone who benefits from keeping it unresolved. You know this room. The agenda expands, the action items blur, the goalposts move, and somehow you leave with more to do and less clarity than when you arrived. Endless meetings exist to exhaust you into compliance. Your redirect is decisive. Say, "We are repeating ourselves. Until actions change, there's nothing more to discuss." Say, "I've said what I need to say. I'm stepping back now." Then cancel the standing meeting in your calendar and in your mind. Document your boundary once. After that, no post-meeting summaries, no quick syncs, no late-night debriefs that reopen what should be resting. Here is how you redirect in all three. Choose one sentence, then disengage. Choose a boundary, then enforce it consistently. Consistency teaches people where the edges are. Inconsistency invites negotiation. Expect the pull to soften your no with more words. Answer it with fewer. "I've said what I need to say. Period. No. Period. Not available. Period." Your periods are doors with working locks. And now the outcome I am decreeing over you. As these doors close, time comes back to you. Breath drops lower in your lungs. Sleep lengthens and deepens. You wake without the courtroom in your chest. Your shoulders lower, your jaw unclenches, your pulse steadies, appetite returns. Creativity flickers on like lights in rooms you forgot you owned. Self-respect stands up from the corner where you told it to wait and takes its seat at the head of your day. Cells respond. Systems recalibrate. Relationships reorder around what is real. This is not theory. This is restoration. Today, right now. Peace returns when you stop reopening doors that were meant to stay closed. I am with you at each handle. I am the strength in your hand as you turn it. Close them, my child. I will keep them closed while you rest. Stay with me, my child. Hear me clearly now. After you close doors, the test arrives. Do not be surprised by it. Do not interpret it as failure. Pushback is not proof you were wrong. Pushback is often the proof that your boundary is working. The noise you hear is control, discovering it lost its favorite entrance. This moment is not random. I had already marked it. The hour when your no would be tested. The day your silence would be questioned. The message that pings right when your peace starts to settle. Expect it. Prepare for it. Do not bow to it. I see the tactics before they launch. Guilt will come dressed like memory. After all I've done for you, sudden kindness will arrive with flowers and fast favors, love bombing that spikes and then invoices you for access. Accusations will be thrown like stones. You've changed. You're cold. You're not being Christian/kind/honest. Third parties may be recruited to triangulate. So-and-so is worried. We just want to help. A chorus built to pry your door back open. And the demand for a real conversation will ring like a fire alarm, urgent, moral, insisting that if you don't explain in person, you must be hiding something. Hear me, these are not emergencies. These are strategies to reclaim your access. Keep your answers short and steady. Say, I'm not revisiting that. Say, I'm at peace with my decision. Say, I won't be discussing this further. Say, my boundary stands. Say, no. Those are complete sentences. No preface, no apology, no addendum. If they escalate, repeat. Do not expand. Copy and paste if you must. Consistency teaches faster than eloquence. Your many words used to feed the cycle. Your few words starve it. Now govern your body while you govern your mouth. Slow your breath. 5 in, 5 out. Feel your feet on the floor, the chair under you, your back supported. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, soften your belly. Look around and name out loud 3 things you can see to orient your nervous system to safety. Delay your response. Do not negotiate under pressure. Wait at least 1 hour, better 1 sleep, before deciding if any reply is necessary. The first 90 seconds of panic is a chemical wave. Let it crest and pass without sending anything. Your peace is in the pause. Your strength is in the delay. You are not ignoring, you are regulating. Reframe what is happening. They are not confused. They are adjusting to losing control over your access. Systems protest when fuel is removed. Expect a flare, expect a final grand attempt. Guilt, sweetness, accusations, a committee, a calendar, invite labeled urgent alignment. Expect it and let it pass. Your silence is not cruelty, it is clarity. Your steady no is not rebellion, it is governance. Where there is honor, they will adjust. Where there is entitlement, they will expose themselves by refusing to. I am covering the fallout you fear. I am guarding your reputation where your obedience is quiet. I am strengthening your spine, calming your heart rate, clearing your mind. My child, hold the line. Do not reopen what I helped you close. Pushback is a signpost. You are moving out of bondage. Let the test confirm your boundary, not cancel it. My word over you will not return void. Stay the course. I am with you in every unanswered message, in every declined call, in every paused breath. You are protected, and your peace is worth the boundary. Stay with me, my child. Hear me clearly now. I am restoring your discernment. I am clearing the fog that made you second-guess what your spirit knew. I am sharpening the line between those who seek understanding and those who seek advantage. This moment is not random. You did not arrive here by accident. I had already marked this exact turning where your silence becomes a shield and your wisdom decides who receives your words. Here is the difference, simple and steady. Safe people seek understanding, unsafe people seek advantage. Safe people listen to hear, unsafe people listen to harvest. Safe people make room for your no and respect it the first time. Unsafe people treat no as negotiation and keep pushing for an opening. Safe people ask to learn, not to accuse. Unsafe people ask to collect evidence and reframe it as leverage. Safe people carry your absence with honor, the same way they carry your presence. Unsafe people leak, spin, or recruit others when access is reduced. Look for the markers, my child. Look for the one who can mirror back what you said without twisting it. Look for the one who stays curious instead of building a case. Look for the one who waits for your readiness instead of demanding your availability. Look for the one who adjusts their behavior after an apology, not just their language in the apology. Look for the one who holds a boundary without punishing you for setting it, and who sets their own boundaries without making you feel small. Look for the one who lowers their voice when you share a tender thing, who asks permission before entering a private room in your life, who can say, I understand, or I don't, but I will sit with you anyway, and mean it. That is honor, that is safety, that is. Mark as unsafe the one who speeds up the conversation when you slow it down. Mark as unsafe the one who calls your clarity confusion, your calm coldness, your boundary betrayal. Mark as unsafe the one who needs an audience to address a private matter, who says, just being honest, while they are being unkind, who cries without changing. Do not be moved by phrases that are not followed by fruit. Fruit over phrases. Do not be swayed by apologies that do not produce changed patterns. Fruit over phrases. Do not be captured by tears that do not produce respect. Fruit over phrases. If the behavior stays the same, the message is the same, no matter how eloquent the words. Hear the reframing. When access diminishes with certain people, you are not losing love, you are losing pressure. You are not being abandoned by goodness, you are being released from captivity. I am not subtracting what you need, I am removing what drains you. You call it isolation. I call it insulation while I regrow your strength. The quiet season you fear is not empty, it is focused. Your circle will get smaller, but your spirit will get quieter. The noise of managing others will fade, and the sound of your own wisdom will rise. You will notice it in your body. breath lower, shoulders softer, jaw loose. Your mind will stop rehearsing arguments you will never need to send. Your no will not shake. Your yes will not rush. I am restoring your discernment right now. You will know quickly who deserves your words. You will feel the signal before the sentence leaves your mouth. Peace to proceed, pressure to pause. Do not argue with the signal. Honor it. Your words are precious. Discernment decides where they are spent. Let that be the new governance over your mouth. Where there is honor, a few words are enough. Where there is refusal to honor, no amount will satisfy. I am with you in the choosing. My word over you will not return void. Stay with me, my child. Hear me clearly now. We are going to agree out loud, because agreement out loud breaks the old identity that needed everyone's approval. This moment is not random. I marked it as the turn where your voice aligns with my verdict over you. Place your hand over your chest. Slow your breath, 5 in, 5 out. Let your shoulders soften. Now use your mouth. Do not whisper. Let the room hear it. Let your nervous system hear it. Let fear hear it and lose its grip. Say this, I receive this. Again, I receive this. Now repeat after me, I am not on trial. Again, I am not on trial. Louder now so your body believes you. I am not on trial. Say, I do not need permission to have boundaries. Again, I do not need permission to have boundaries. Say, I will not shrink to be tolerated. Again, I will not shrink to be tolerated. Hear the exchange we are making. The old story said, I must be understood to be safe. Speak my truth now. I am protected even when I am misunderstood. Again, I am protected even when I am misunderstood. Say, my no is wise. My silence is a shield. My words are precious, and I spend them by discernment. Again, my no is wise. My silence is a shield. My words are precious, and I spend them by discernment. Say, I choose obedience over approval, alignment over appeasement, truth over access. Again, I choose obedience over approval, alignment over appeasement, truth over access. Say, I am allowed to be clear and remain quiet. I am allowed to be kind and keep my boundary. I am allowed to close doors that drain me. Again, I am allowed to be clear and remain quiet. I am allowed to be kind and keep my boundary. I am allowed to close doors that drain me. Now let me mark the before and after over you. You are not the same person you were when you started listening. Your breath is deeper, your jaw is looser, your heart is steadier. Cells respond. Systems recalibrate. Your spirit stands up straighter inside you. Where there was compulsion, there is choice. Where there was panic, there is pause. This is not pretend. This is transformation. Seal it now. Say, I agree with God's order for my mouth and my energy. Again, I agree with God's order for my mouth and my energy. Say, I am covered. I am governed. I am at peace. Again, I am covered. I am governed. I am at peace. My beloved child, I decree this over you. My word over you is order, peace, and protection. My word does not return void. With your agreement, the addiction to approval loses its authority today, right now, in this moment. Walk in the new rule you just spoke. Keep these sentences near. When the old whisper hunts for you, answer with the truth you have already voiced. I am with you in every pause, in every silence, in every steady no. You are mine, and you are free. Stay with me, my child. Hear me clearly now. You asked how you will know this warning is working. I am answering with signs you can touch with your own senses. Watch for them. This moment is not random. My word is already going to work in your body, in your mind, in your rooms. Peace will begin to show itself, not as a theory, but as a pattern. Cells respond. Systems recalibrate. Your breath tells the truth first. Notice your body. The anxious spirals that used to catch you by the throat will shorten or fail to launch. The compulsion to text back immediately will loosen. Your fingers will hover and then rest. You will wait before you respond, and in the waiting, clarity will rise like a steady tide. Your breath will drop lower in your lungs without you forcing it. Your shoulders will remember how to hang. Your jaw will soften. You will fall asleep faster, wake fewer times, turn over, and feel your heart not pounding like an alarm. You will wake and realize dread is not waiting at the edge of your bed. In the afternoon, when you used to crash under overthinking, you will feel a clean line through your thoughts. Choices that felt like mazes will become paths. You will forget to rehearse, and in the forgetting will be proof. Pressure is losing jurisdiction. Pay attention to the moments you choose silence. Where does peace settle first? Hand on chest, feel the weight lower. Notice warmth behind your sternum, a spreading quiet in your belly, a cooling of the face, a steadier pulse at your wrist. Name it out loud. I feel the settle here. Let your body teach your mind that restraint is safety, not scarcity. Keep small notes if you must. Morning, midday, evening. Track the quiet as it grows. My word never returns void. Now look at your relationships. Manipulative conversations will shorten because there is less to eat. Certain people will go quiet when your explanations stop feeding them. Let their silence speak. Some will test you once and then adjust. Healthy ones will meet your boundary with new respect, ask better questions, mirror your words without twisting them, change behavior after apology. Invitations will shift. You will find yourself in rooms that don't require a preamble to be believed. Group chats that drained you will feel optional, and you will choose to opt out without the tremor. Old dynamics will suddenly feel boring instead of magnetic. That is deliverance unfolding in plain sight. Inside, dignity will come home. You will stop narrating your intentions just to be pre-approved. You will stop practicing speeches in the shower and in the car. You will notice long stretches of quiet in your head where arguments used to run. You will feel taller in your own life, not louder, taller. Your no will land without wobble. Your yes will no longer be rushed. You will hear yourself think in whole thoughts. You will not explain the goodness in you to yourself anymore. You will carry yourself like a person who remembers whose you are. Hear my reassurance. The first days may feel uncomfortable. Detox always does. Shakiness is not a signal to run back. It is evidence that you're leaving what held you. Discomfort is not danger. Urgency in your chest does not mean you owe more words. It means old habits are asking for their ration. Breathe, wait, let the wave crest and pass without sending anything. As you do, peace will show up in your body, in your calendar, in your conversations. This is how you will know. Less spiraling, fewer drafts, deeper sleep, steadier breath, shorter manipulations, quieter critics, rising respect, returning dignity. Watch for the signs. I am with you as they appear. Stay with me, my child. Hear me clearly now. I will not let you be consumed by misunderstanding. You are mine. You are not hidden from me. I see the you that exists when the call ends and your hands shake. I see the you that stands in a quiet kitchen rehearsing sentences you never send. I see the brave face and the tired stomach, the softening of your jaw when you finally choose the pause. This moment is not random. I marked it as the ceiling, where what you practiced becomes how you live, where what you heard becomes how you move. Let me cover you. Misunderstanding is loud, but it is not lord. Accusation is quick, but it is not judge. I am the one who carries your name into rooms you are not in. I am the one who settles the dust behind your back. I am the one who keeps your record clear when rumors try to write over it. Hear me. You are protected even when you are misunderstood. and your peace is worth the boundary. This is not a single-day warning. This is a way of being. Silence as shield, boundary as governance, peace as standard, restoration as rhythm. Not today only, every day, not in a rush, on repeat. You will not chase being understood. You will stand in being covered. When the urge to explain returns, and it will reach for you out of old habit, come back here. Read these words again. Breathe, 5 in, 5 out. Put your hand over your chest and say out loud, I've said what I need to say. Say, I'm not available for that conversation. Say, no. Let your body feel the anchor of your own voice. If you stumble and over-explain, do not spiral. Repair quickly. Reclose the door. Shorten your next reply. Return to the sentence you chose. Consistency teaches faster than eloquence. Your peace is in the pause. I will meet you there every time. Now, a gentle commissioning. Choose one relationship where you will stop over-explaining, starting today. 1. Choose one sentence you will hold and not expand, no matter the pressure. 1. Choose one boundary you will keep for the next 7 days without editing. 1. Simple. Clear. Kept. Write it down. Tell your body in advance what you will do when the ping comes. Decide the pause. Decide the phrase. Decide the exit. I will strengthen your spine and quiet your heart while you keep it. Some will not understand. Let them not understand. Where there is honor, adjustment will follow. Where there is entitlement, exposure will follow. You will lose noise and gain clarity. You will lose chaos and gain time. Cells respond. Systems recalibrate. Sleep deepens. Breath steadies. Invitations sift themselves. Dignity returns and takes its seat. And if you want to sow a blessing into this work, look to the pinned comment, but hear me. Your primary offering is obedience and peace. My beloved child, I am with you in the quiet. I am with you in the test. I am with you in the steadiness that grows day by day. I have decided you will not be consumed by misunderstanding. Your peace is worth the boundary. My word over you stands and will not return void. Today, right now, go in the covering you carry. You are mine.